Sveiki, čia Gaming Edwis. Geresnis. Žiūrėsim. Žodžiu, ant kameros tai jau mažiau visokių biuro, tai sakant, gerai dabar nusistatau. Geriau bent jau. Gali. Ar Dimas jungis? Labai kol kas, bet ant kameros matau kaip ir lyg tai užsivelnio.
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
What happened?
Poor George.
Kadangi streamas tai tokia labai super kokybė nebus, bus vis tiek šiek tiek mažesnė negu geimas. Neįmanoma transliuoti vienas rato, kad būtų, bet ten viskas taip išėjus, tai neaišku, ar būtų įmanoma.
Where are we?
Ir nuo interneto labai viskas priklauso.
But that key you discovered was clearly a port key. An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
Hebra, pakomentuokit, kaip jums kokybė bežiūrint.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you
Dabar
like to look around a
matau,
bit.
kad nebliūrina kaip pirmai.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
Labai daug šnekėt, kada leiskim irgi. Žaidimas eina istorija, nenori nutraukti savo kalbom. Žaidimas tikrai labai geras, tai smagu. Ir like, subscribe.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
port key was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right, and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be. Mind your step.
Galima neigt tako. Kiek
Where do
jeigu
you
turi kokių
suppose your wife got
klausimų,
the portkey that brought
tokį
us
žinau,
here?
aš galiu
A good
biškį
question.
įvesti.
Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This
Tavo
way.
personažas stengiasi, kad būtų šiek tiek panašus į Severą Snape, atleistam pavyzdys Ale jisai jaunystėje.
Sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Basic.
Excellent!
Buožė.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected. Your wand work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
Pelus pamokai biškį. Paprastų tyčių tėvulių dar tik tai toks. Bet kur reikia, kur nereikia dabar. Pys.
Ah, up there.
O jo, gal kol dešilo.
We're close now. It's just ahead. Steady yourself! Reparo! Almost there!
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Visas vazytės sudaužysiu.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Fun.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
Kiek čia analizės. Keliau galima.
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Hello?
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh. Where are we here? Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key? Hmm?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
Gibi Gringotts saatlik.
This
Okay.
way, then. Stay close. After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
Burada bilen komentarız. Bir sustardım Steam'a problem filan.
That waterfall
Yeah, but-
washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Vallahi kızım size bak.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
With a twist the bells.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that? We were just wondering about that goblin back there. He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
Тут chyba kosmik polskie.
When was the last time this vault was
Labai
accessed?
noriu daleistim, jeigu
A
iš jų.
goblin has been stationed
kažką
at my
šneka, kad
desk for
pertraukta visą,
hundreds
žinot.
of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12.
Pats istorijas, tai kaip ir kol kas perėjęs prie čia, tai žinau. Jam tai apšik. Čia. Dabar laikas apskaiba.
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait!
Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me
Nu,
think.
mažai spalvų kol kas dabar, bet
must be
čia
something
rūsys ir panašiai, žinai. O tu jau taip
Revelio
visiškai nespalvotai matai.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm.
Mažai spalvų
No charm
tokios
like the
blankos
present.
labai.
Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Kaip keista, blem su plisteku buvau pripratęs.
Revelio. There, I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
Leidimų.
A door.
Dabar
Well,
pasirodė.
that's a start.
Jo, spalvų
There's
yra,
that
bet
symbol
mažai, nes
again.
čia dar
I don't
pradžia
suppose
tokia,
you see a
žinai,
way
čia toksai,
to-
kur
I
biškį.
do, Professor. That symbol
No,
has
no,
the same
bus daugiau,
glow as the
ta
one I
prasme.
saw on the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way
Dabar va
forward,
biškį jau.
then I dare
čia
say we
atsirado
are
daugiau
about to
po to
discover the
Revelio.
secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Vikutį į pagalbos reikia vos užstrigo. Aš jau ten perėjęs, kur neužstrigo. Aišku, čia dar ne, čia tik pradžia žaidimo. Tai reikės.
Lumos!
Nu dar Vikutė pabandyk kol kas pati perėjti tą.
This is
postą
no
biškį.
ordinary vault. I suspect we
Tai
will need
pradėjau
to earn our
ten
way out of here.
perikūrus iš karto.
What do you mean,
Kažkaip.
earn our way out? Do
Kaip
you
žmonėm
think this
padėt,
is some
nu.
sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things
Revelio.
go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Va, tik tai moka. Po boso, kur Vikutė nepereina, tai ten jis yra
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
Iš pirmo karto perėjo,
That glow
bet...
again, but on the
Okay.
floor.
Tiesiog kingiausias žmonėlis žaidžia tą patį žaidimą, tik ten pleisteko.
Lumos! What
Šiaip
happened?
tai irgi.
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
Dar šiek tiek
You
pūzlės,
seem to
šiek
have
tiek
caused the
pasikalt.
floor to change.
Nuotikių adventure, ginai.
That statue.
Tiek ir smegenį
What statue?
pajungti.
I
Darbą.
see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Look out!
Protego!
Accio! Descendo! Levioso! Deposo!
Ó, que duoda.
Expulso! Confringo! Protego! Levioso!
Fica dodge.
Deposo!
Pra casa.
Confringo! Protego! Descendo! Expulso!
Esse blema, kaip ir su pleisteku pripratęs dabar.
Stay close!
Visko. Mokam patys zimų. Ir dingo blemba.
Lumos! Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere. Ah, that's where they're leading me. That glow again. Lumos.
O va čia puzliai, viena iš puzlių.
Protego! Lumos. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos.
Aptarė jie visi.
It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
Pulkininkas iš prigimimo. Tokie priešai. Ne, biškai lengviau žaiščiai, tai kai...
Lumos.
Kaip tokia įtraukiantis žaidimukas, kiek galiu pasakyti, bet... Pusiems net įspūdingesnių, nes ir perėjęs ir pats užduočių daug valandų, ant jo reikia žaisti, tai kaip ir čia žiauriai gerai.
Revelio.
Va, kur nebus profesorius nafig.
How did you?
Dingo tamsa ir po to niekada įėjęs, kur bus, kur nebus.
I don't know.
Nusimazino pasaka.
But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder. Follow my lead.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
may be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have it.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to. Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough! Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Atsiprašau, Hebra, kad užtrukau. Bosas kūmė tikrai sunkokas, tada jau išsiaiškinau, kaip dar lengviau nukarti, kad pagalbos. Puh, eina savo.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Kaip mokslinčių padarysiu.
Much can be gleaned by having an
Antakį viską pasako, suaugęs.
But your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something. A certain sense of... what is it?
Is it ambition? I may seem single-minded, but it is important to go after what you want from life.
Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin.
Ir užvalgiau biškinį, ką tu galvoji? Jie to pačio, maitino mane, kol šiaip persijau bosą žmonelį. Jeigu šitaip, tai davai šitaip. O, taip, Slytherin einam. Būnam blogiukas. Darysiu kiek įmanoma šūdų.
Slytherin!
Nes bus situacijų, kad arba padėt, arba nepadėti po. Kur ale padarai, bet neatiduoti dalykų, kurių jie nori, tai būsim tas, kur blogiukas. Turėsim, nežinau, kol nuves, tiek toliau nežaidžiau, bet po perėsiu tai apie, nežinau, 15-17% žaidimo. Nužaidžiu 14 valandų, įsivaizduot, Hebra.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Tai va, kad vat per žmo, ačiū vikutė, žinai kur, vizutis.
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether. But don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Professor Black, čia kaip ir direktorius įsiskėdus, ar kaip čia nepasi.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
Nei vieną iš jų, tai čia nesuprasi, ar po jų buvo, ar iš prieš tai net dalim nebuvus, nesuprasi čia būtent kuris laikas.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your
Grįžtos
common room.
peržiūros. Ačiū, vikutė, tai vat vieną uždėjai. Rūko žmonės, nu, rūko. Pezutis. Jau buvo kokie 5 vienu momentu žiūrėję, nu. Dabar 2, nes tu atėjai pažiūrėti.
I can be quite resourceful.
Pirmiausia, tai padėti nieks net neparuošti, jau galėjau paspausti pauzę ant boso, kad ateičiau. Dar ateinu, turiu laukti, kol užsilaudins.
Very well.
Aspiration. Vienos problemos. Hebra, laiką subscribe užmetam. Bet to, broli, kaip kokybė, daugiau spalvų, ar jau nelabai?
Go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Nerūko gaidžiu savaitgalis. Nebumbėk. O dabar 5. Nu, žinai, ateisiu tą jausį, pabumbėsiu, bus bum, 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 bum. To svarbiausi, toliau čia žaisi, žamiai žaisi, po to ateis, o, kito boso nepereinu. Man nėra.
Revelio.
Kažko.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Can I help you?
Subscriber.
Ah, you're the new fifth year.
Trumpa pertraukėlė buvo, nes žmoneliai žaidžia tą patį žaidimą, tai buvo reikėjo perėti.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly.
Nesakysim,
quite an experience, nonetheless.
kad čia buvo,
Interesting perspective.
oi baisu ir panašiai.
How did you and Fig
anxiety,
manage to
kad
escape?
žmogus, bet
It's all
anxiety.
still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Jo, bet čia žaidimas
Didn't mean
toksai
to
su tamsiom
press.
spalvom. Čia
You
žinok
just get
nėra, kad
yourself settled.
spalvų jau...
We can talk more
Gėjimas
later.
toksai. Nureguliuota, kad... Bet stream'e gal. Aš kaip matau, man biški geresnis, čia irgi tas toksai, kur... Streamas, matot, kai žaidži žaidimą, daleisim, tiek į kotorį žaidžia 4K, tiek aš pačia žaidžiu, ta prasme 4K, bet streaminu, kiek vat streamas man leidžia maksimaliai 1000, nu, kad HD kokybė, jūs realiai matot, jūs nematot aukštesnės kokybės. Jeigu dar parekordinčiau, ta prasme, daryčiau gynai vidosiukus, tada būtų kokybė geresnė.
What book were you
Tai va čia
reading?
irgi
A
tas
spellbook I
momentas.
picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough.
She's
But
just
not
saying
every
that
spell you
Kavečia
may need
galiu
can be
streamint
found in
tokį
our
žaidimą.
assigned
Įdomiau dar.
textbooks.
Pabendrauju su žmonėm dar kažką.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit.
Draugelis.
That is a conversation for another time. It was good
Kiek
meeting you.
žinau.
Good luck
Aš
today.
kaip toliau po to. Sustai. Įsistatyti.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Tai šitą tokį piktoką
what's
visą
this?
laiką.
Don't say I didn't
Rodo
warn you.
tokia, kur biški
Checkmate.
bullying kitur panašiai, kur jinai
Told
pati
you.
geriausia. Pasikėlus mergišė, taip
You should have
pasakyk.
listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Yra to grėsėjo ir drakonus gali nupūsnai viską.
We handled it. And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan?
Taip visus
You knew
išklausinėjau.
that boy was going to lose the match.
Pokalbis
Not really.
pilnas.
Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
They're hiding from us. I think I heard one.
Sakas, kad
Doubt
tų
mermaids
personažus.
find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new fifth year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
Ha! You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin. one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you.
Voldemortą
He
vaikystį
was
tokį
obsessed with
įsivaizduočiau,
blood
kuris buvo
status,
toks.
a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his
Maniera ta
descendants
pati
do not fall
panaši.
far from that tree.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here?
Sako, būk
Professor Weasley's
nebūk
waiting for
keistas.
you just
Jie
by
gana
the stairs.
keistoki, dar leisim daugumą čia jų.
I spent all night.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you
Šitą
are
šiek
here.
tiek
Make the
užneša,
most of it.
bet jinai ir yra,
You
man
only
atrodo,
have one
šito
first
grifo
day at
gūžtos
Hogwarts.
vadovė.
Now, in light of your
Jinai ir
unique
panašiai į Aną,
situation,
tipo kita,
joining
bet
us as a
panašus
fifth year,
personažai.
you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Spalvos taip pat kaip ir Ale biški ne kažką, tokios blankios, nes kažkas negaliu daugiau iš... Palyginus kaip pirmi rodė, dabar tai dar visai neblogai.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all
Labai gilus
that's
žaidimas.
expected of a fifth
Aprašo
year.
naujus priešus panašiai,
You
jų
would be
stiprybės
wise to take
ir jų
full
visų
advantage of this
silpnybės, tai labai
exceptionally
pravartu.
valuable resource.
Nes pradžia tokia. Pradžia kol kas nesišnekina su tais, susipažink su tais, tai va tas biški yra, kur daug kalbų mažai darbų žinai. Bet po to prasidės, bus labai įdomu.
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with
Supažindina
me and we shall
su
put it to the test.
pasauliu. Bet dar tokios iš pradžių misijos bus tokios biški.
This way.
You
I
know how to
certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Bainai, net nieko. Kur bėgsena per tylą, nu. Jūs
The
man
guide
pasakyk.
will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Stebuklas.
Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what
Ja tokius
details the field
kolekcionuoju
guide
va. Į kiekvienos kopelį. Skaitysim čia toksai kaip ir... Kur davė? Vienas kol kas ale procentų. Tai kokį ir bus. Dar visur, spaus dar visur.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Sakai, čia jau praėjęs, man žis nuobodu, jūs dar biški nematė, ta prasme, kur kaip kas ir toliau panašiai, tai dar jums čia vis tiek naujas dalykas. Aš čia viską mačiau, aš galėčiau skipyti, bet tada istorijos gal nesuprasit. Kaip čia kas kur.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you
Čia
how to
fast
use
travel
blue flames
reikalingas
to get around a
dalykas.
bit quicker.
Tie žali.
Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open
Jeigu
it up
nori
and
labai
find
didelis,
Central
kadangi super
Hall.
didelis mapas, tai čia eit užsiknistum realiai. Ne, bet čia tik Hogwartsas. Na, kiek aplinkui, tai pasaulis esu. Правильно, тест. Мабуть, неbuvo. Labai
Here
nervina
we are.
ypač.
Quite the
Jo,
time
dėkinga.
saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Professor Black.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts
Like, subscribe,
classes
padėkit,
today.
kas nepadėjo.
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become warriors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins, and I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now.
Jau bumba, nepatiko, kad paeksplorinam ruonas.
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Like a subscriber.
Good luck today.
And
remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Kadangi taip va pasakei, tada galiu pataisyti greitai. Vamos. Imelis pabėgo. Nu, to turėjau pasitaisyti. Nu va, pasitaisėm, vienu žodžiu dabar jau matysit. Nežinau, patogiai, nepatogiai. No.
It's good to see you,
Vėl
Professor.
šnekos.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring
O jis
ruins?
prašė, kad nesakyčiau. Niekam nieko.
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Jūs net žemėlapį realiai visko nematėt. Jo, papa. Gerai, kad broliu parašai. Stukai. Kosa, čia akį.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own ward. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Revelio.
Opa, pasiimam, tvarko. Gerai, starim dar festivalas.
Why do students always frown? Thieves should burn the castle down.
Is that all you've got?
Šiaip taip, blėt, tiek daug šnekėjau, kad jo, papa, labai daug šnekėjau.
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Susipilė blemba. Matęs aš
Levioso.
Stationą į tą visą burtą. Stationą lengviau. tą burtą padaryti, daleiskim. Ot kol kas atrodo lengviau su...
Let's try something a little larger.
Yra pliusų ir minusų.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember.
Levioso.
Good. Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by duel. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
You're good.
How perceptive. Thank you.
Protego! Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Heck. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
If you know the right spells, it's...
Always thought Levioso was for first years.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned
Dabar nelabai
dueling
skaitau, nes
organization.
visų atsimenu kaip.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent.
Oi,
Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Ne, tai aš net ant pleisteko nelabai suprantu.
Revelio.
Spelų dar nemoku atrakti.
Revelio.
If it's these I'm after, I'll always go to the magic room.
O, tik.
The food is according to
Rytoj žinau.
I hold you in banishment.
Tik užsidėk, nes pat neusišy. Nenueisi taip greitai, kurį.
Was a long time ago. That life is behind.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
Leviosa.
I'll have to remind him to finish the lesson. Sure we make
Some of us don't
Revelio.
necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
taken to using the library.
I asked Ronan what he'd recommend for a billy.
Kaip laiką subscribe. Turit klausimų apie game'ą? Biški vis tiek aš jau pradžią padaręs, pažaidęs, žinau tai.
Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Eikit iš kur jinai.
Hello, I am Nettie.
Iš.
So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Bet realiai atrodo žmonės, jeigu iš ten visi turi tą patį akcentą.
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Nu tinginukai kokie. Jeigu būtų tikrai toks pasaulis, tai visai būtų įdomu mokytis, kad ten
Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom.
dalykus
Now
panašiai
let's put
mesti.
those textbooks to use as the
Šiaip
blunt
tu gali
objects you
mokyklų
so
ką
believe they
knygas
are,
skaitai,
and
stengiasi atsimins, kas
take
ten
turns
parašyta,
summoning
visas
them
mokymasis.
out of one another's hands.
Nėra čia tokių
Only
triukuliukų.
one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio!
That is not bad.
Ir pataikysim
You
kovose.
are a swift learner.
Per kovą galiu realiai
I see a
4
lot of potential, but
geriausiu
remember,
atveju pastatyti nuo kur
potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, hmm? So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm?
Jam kokie pulki, tai atrodo, prisimenu tokį gumijos.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, that's it! Not to worry. Excellent. Don't lose your composure. Very good. Happens to the best of us. Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Davai. Aš apie kovą galvojau, ta prasme padaryti jį su dredais, ta prasme. Išmušamas, kamuolį.
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not a bit.
Nė vienas taip pat.
Watch this.
Gudrumu reikia, gudrumu. Išmušį irgi netenka taškų.
That is how it's done.
Žiūrėk, kaip viskas daroma. Štai kaip viskas daroma.
Here we go.
Yes!
Dabar, kadangi galiu taikyti 50.
Accio!
Jūsų... O, čia jis man atleisti reikia. Jo, papa. Aš ir dabar žinau, kaip čia. Visą laiką laikydavo, spaudusi. Dėl to ir gaunasi man nesąmonė.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Parodžiu plyniomų. Dėžutį.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now.
Čia,
You will need it. This round
Laukia
settles
moterį
it all.
tavęs. Dar pasižiūri, dar viską, dar reikia matai. Įsišikna viena šlasdelis.
There we go.
Okay.
Don't lose your composure.
Išmušė. Su kitu tikrai išmušė. Gerai. Šis tas. Anksčiau man su Kristeku nelabai sekdavosi.
Accio.
Reikia jausti stiprus, apsinišau, jam taškų gavau. Na, nieko to. Mane kur...
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Nebuvo, kad man būtina laimėti, čia tiesiog šitas. Jau ten jeigu norėsi kažką ten neveikti tokia, bet toks biškį... Nebe įvykdyti dėl to, kad reikia, bet ne dėl to, kad įdomu.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You
took
took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
It's easy. I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
GTA roleplay personažas, Natsai. Ho ho ho.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
But then...
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio.
A word, if you would.
If you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Revelio.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
My family's owl is getting... And then the werewolves join the goblins.
A čekайте, galiu paglostyti, jeigu žaidimas sėdi ir glostai katę tiesiog, ta prasme, kad... O, morikė. Oh.
Revelio.
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't.
O apie gėrą. Tiko. Tačiau visi paprasti dalykai, kur... Nepasižiūrės šaukti. Realiai visus kagėrius gauni, gali pasidaryti taip, kad atrodytų defaultė ir nebūtų, nes jie kai kurie taip kvailai atrodo, kad nafig, ta prasme, jeigu darai blogiuką, tai klaunas atrodys, ta prasme, jeigu tiesiai tą, ką duoda, bet tu tiesiai ir padarai, kad matytų. Pacintai. Atsidaro, nu, esu tais kitokiai atsidaro, kad įmanomas tokios piešinys. Reikšni. Ten atsirikimo talentai geras dalykas. Net nežinau, nes pats tą neturėjau. Jis jau pasišimdė. Visada krūta. Eisim su ko ten reikia, tipo. Pulai. O kol mane priimi į klubą, tipo, o ten, tipo, gali ir na paniką pasimti, kad tale padėtų, bet aš iš principo stipriausias čia panašiai, kad viską vienas.
Whee! Oh, not again! Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim. Did you practice a mole? As long as we're only one time.
Revelio.
He tried to stop me, did right? Trap me confined me inside of a jar. But he failed us in his containment jar.
Levioso. Revelio.
Just make your point!
Levioso. Accio.
Подали.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Levioso.
Спасибо. Просто под. Какие разденься еще?
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you,
That's
all I need
Kingas
to know.
Vaikelis čia už
I
dvigubų
coordinate
kovas.
duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation
Koordinuoji,
only,
tipo,
so
bet
you must
jauniausias
have
vos
really
ne.
impressed Sebastian.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other
Realistingi
duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing.
Dabar man atrodo, pirmom tai duos tą paniką padėti, tipo. Jau duos pasirink, kad...
Expulso!
Protego! That's all you've got? Accio! Levioso!
Oh, there goes my wager.
Accio!
Accio the winner!
Levioso! Come on! Protego!
Oh, szał, proszę.
What to do?
Bišķi gyvybotimi. Reikia įprast šiaip tai. Kaip
Nice
vis tiek
work.
pripratęs taip kartais.
Sebastian wasn't wrong about you.
Būsi
There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organize these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Lumos. Levioso. Accio.
Jak może... I to świetnie.
I feel sorry for your next opponent.
Just wait till I've grown a bit. Then we'll see how well you do.
Tipo, palauk, kol užaugsiu. Lempa atsikritimas vaiko.
Revelio.
Kaip vaiko, palauk, kol užaugsiu, tada pamatysim, kas tau bus. Šiką ne vandenį gali nuleisti.
Revelio.
Tokiais, kujukais. Ten bus daug labiau žakintų kambarių. Galiu pat.
Revelio.
If someone gets struck by a cursed broom, we do hope it's you.
Tam tokį. Paveikslas aš tada turi eiti.
Revelio.
Leisim kažkas padėjo tą krūmą. Ar kažką.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Sorry,
Ah, there you are.
Daugiau. Galima. Agina, aprašiau viską.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts, used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow's a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
O tais pasakymais atsibodai. Dar vat kas žiūri, dar leiskim tai... Tiek, nematyti pakartą, tai dar. Reikia.
Revelio.
Jau klausyti, prieš neką.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Levioso!
Kodėl nepaėmus? O, kažkaip.
Accio! Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it! Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Revelio.
O va. Tu blogio. Dėsiu užuomazgą.
Revelio.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind, but I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. Accio. This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Revelio. Lumos.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented glue powder.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
I'd like to retire.
Accio! The moth stopped. Perhaps I need to keep casting Lumos on it.
Ouch.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
Galiu pasakyt arba nepasakyt?
I'm afraid I can't tell you, Lenora.
Surely you jest.
You should have worked it out on your own.
You have nerve. Especially since I'm the one who told you about it in the first place. Imagine solving a riddle that I mentioned and then not telling me the answer. Practically competing with Imelda to see who the
Supiko. Delícia. Para.
When my grandfather went.
Esam radom daiktą. Jisai mums duoda ofensį 5. Būtininkas stipresnis. Vat kaip tas šalikas. Ar taip, ar... Tokius durniau, daleisi kaip dalykai tokie, tai tiesiog... tau tokį jos skinuką gali pakeisti. tą visą dalyką. Iš vis bet šaliko, bet man vis tiek ofensija lieka, tai jų savybės lieka, bet tu juos gali pakeisti, kad nemaišytų, nes kai kurie tokie kvaili būna. Tai realiai šlepą padarys, o ne stipriausią pultinį.
Revelio.
You know it does help to look at the thing while you're stirring.
I wish I was a metamorph maker. Change your eye colour.
I was worried transfiguration would be too difficult, but it turns out I have a knack for switching spells.
Certainly sound like you have an opinion on this. I don't mind living in dormitories. No parents around nagging me to pick up my robe.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Revelio.
Čia priplotas karys su kuoka. Tai taip suhuėrinti. Nebelakas apsteba.
So happy to see you over the holiday. They madly tried to cast...
Revelio.
My older brothers were all sorcerers.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Oho, kiemelis. Oho. Tik iš mokyklos man tada išėjusi.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you.
Revelio. As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
I suppose in all fairness,
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
Revelio.
Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at, and if you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient. Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs.
Absolutely.
Likely already named.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous.
Revelio.
I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
Подорюкай.
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at
Accio. Lumos. Levioso.
Pelle, pelle. Eu tenho...
Revelio.
Che butti di quelli... Dai, tak är det. Kaip škotas atrodo kažkoks. Tokio plano nepadaryti. Jeigu žiūrės neįmus aprangą, va kaip atrodys. Toksai. Žamytė tipo. Kaip kūrinys. Pliamšus ir kietai atrodo visai. Thanks. Ar не под... Просто... Сижу щипни. Nes motherfucker. Kalinys realiai. Iš Azkabano pabėgęs. Mokinys ir jau nusikaltėlių. Nepatikės Hebra, kad čia Hogwartsą žaidžia. Su kaliniu laksai.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see.
Tikras užklos
Unfortunately.
paninės narys.
But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Revelio.
Mr. Moon. He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi-guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it.
Bet kažką jis nujaučia ir
Never seen
pogėtis, kad
Mr.
bus
Moon
ten
in such a
blogai. Tai
state.
nervinės, tai jau kaip ir ten bus jau negerai, tai
Mr. Moon is quite the character.
bus dalykų, tai
My
realiai
sister
kai
Anne
žino jau.
thinks he's lovely,
kaip
but
bus.
I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Сейчас быстро. Мы степом. Дурной ветер, это не ёпом.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place, I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Village. Good deal. Раскопаться.
I'd rather scrape.
An inquiring mind.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here. Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, see in it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want, when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Aqui serve essa porra.
Work hard and don't be afraid.
Accio!
Dalykas, nes turim daiktų biškį prisirinkę. Galim...
Let's look at what we have, shall we?
All the... Daiktų dar gausi daug ir panašiai daugiau. Nepatė būčiau pardavęs kažką. Pas olivandelį man. Jo, čia.
Merlin's blooming beard, not again.
Anders. Mokestis. Nusikaltėlių. Aprangos.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it. How intriguing.
Yes,
Curious indeed.
yes.
How intriguing. Curious indeed. A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly. What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Tenka stima, jaučiu nuovargėlį viską. Sykiui. Matysime ir su Edwis ir viso gero, ačiū.